Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. I'm in the tightest spot of my life so far. My girlfriend of 2 years now has been having a lot of issues this past month. She's been dealing with extreme mania, stealing from stores, getting way too intoxicated, hanging out with new friends that are not good influences, and she started vaping again. It's been really hard for me to see her life such a destructive lifestyle. We've been getting into arguments over me not thinking that she is being rational or being her usual self. Her communication with me over the last month has been horrible and we have barely spoken until a few days ago. She agreed that she is having issues and she voluntarily checked into a mental hospital. I was so happy she wanted to take care of herself. She called me from the hospital and she sounded horrible. Not a single shred of life to be found in her voice. She has been so emotionally dependent on me in this relationship, and hearing her like that broke my spirit in two. She also told me she has started smoking cigarettes, which also tore me up inside. We worked so hard together to stop her from using nicotine last year and it sucked to hear she gave in again. I hate the thought that's creeping in my head that she is never going to be a mentally stable person. Our whole relationship has had breakdown after breakdown and it has really taken a toll on me. I can't take it anymore. On top of all of this, I woke up to a bank balance of $1.86 this morning. I can barely buy a cup of coffee. Thankfully I have a big paycheck coming in soon, but it is going to suck these next few days dealing with that. In addition, my mom found out last month that my father has been cheating on her and is in another relationship. I live at home. She is crying and in a horrible mood all of the time now. She constantly talks to me about it and it just sucks to think about. It broke my already shattered heart. My brother, who I also live with, had some strange drug trip a few weeks ago and is now refusing to be alone any time of the day. He is constantly around me and trying to spend time with me. I don't usually mind this, but I would like to have more time of my own to process what's going on in my life. I feel like all of the people around me use me as an emotional support beacon and I just cannot do it anymore. I am not strong enough to lift the burdens of 4 people. I love everyone in my life, but I can't do this anymore and I had to tell someone. No one else seems to listen. TLDR, GF started smoking again after we quit. Mental breakdowns led her to the mental hospital where she seems lifeless. Mom needs constant emotional support after my dad had an affair. Brother needs emotional support from me all the time. And I don't have $2 to my name. Can't deal with this shit no more. Shake the feeling of wanting revenge. Need support. My GF of 3 years broke it off with me a few months ago. Her reasonings were unclear and seemed intentionally vague. I tried hard for a month to reconcile our relationship only to find out that she was involved romantically with her boss. I have been devastated by this. Months have passed and I feel like I am still not getting my bearings together in my life. All the while she is seeing her boss, and I've also seen her on the dating apps. The thing is though, her relationship with her boss has to be kept a secret. Her place of employment does not allow workplace relations, especially with a manager and employee. I cannot for the life of me shake this feeling of telling her coworkers and the HR department about their relationship. As I type this out I feel ridiculous. What would this even accomplish? My question is, how do you get over this want for karmic retribution? Edit, I'm getting a lot of encouragement from others about outing them, but the thing is I don't have any solid evidence. I have no photos of them together or anything to back my claims. While we all love a good cheater exposed story, I just don't know if it would work out how I would hope. In all likelihood, most people at the place of employment will easily see what the heck is going on with your ex and her boss. Eventually, someone will complain to HR about them. You need to focus on yourself and your own healing. Block her number, delete her on social media and go no contact. Start your own road to recovery. Might be a good idea to get a full STI/STD panel done. It may not have been her first rodeo, and her boss might have been dipping into more than one company inkwell, if you know what I mean. Go to the gym, eat healthy, read some affair recovery literature, talk to friends and family, and thank your lucky stars that you did not get any further involved with this cheating woman. Can you imagine the shit show if you had children with this person? Move on and live your best life. Thank you so much for this comment. One of the only things keeping me together lately has been that I dodged a bullet in life not getting married to this woman. Do you have any recovery literature that you would recommend? I've seen a lot of workplace affairs play out often, and everyone buries their collective heads in the sand, even HR. Reporting it would force the hand of HR, expose it for what it is, and increase the likelihood of OBS finding out. Multiple birds with one stone. Not just friends. Married Man's Sex Life Primer. Title sounds like a porn site. It isn't. Has some really interesting information. The Sexual Basement, Google it, a rather informative PDF. And all the information posted by Switchboard, friend. The Sexual Basement. Link. Leave a cheater, gain a life, and the body keeps the score. Maybe no more Mr. Nice Guy if you feel walked over. Also visit chumplady.com. survivinginfidelity.com. The healing library is good. The bride's site isn't bad, but more from female examples, but the logic is sound. Avoid anything that references or is produced by Esther Perel. Be careful if you read anything that references different color pills, they have a certain agency. I second most of this. And chumplady.com is so good, she knows her stuff. Yup, expose and ghost. The company has those rules for a reason, and they are now exposing themselves, unknowingly, to some costly legal matters. So yeah, expose and ghost, let the chips fall where they may. It enables you to control the narrative. If you don't tell people the correct story, then her one true version of the truth TM will become the dominant narrative. You will become the abusive, lazy, controlling, whatever ex-boyfriend that she needed saving from. People will shun you. You'll lose friends. You'll find that your bad rep makes future relationships difficult. If one or both of them lose their job over this, then you can clearly demonstrate that your story is the correct one and not her one version of the truth TM. When you stop to really think about this, you don't have any other choice, you expose. The only fly in the ointment is that you need proof. Otherwise you are just supporting her position. They'll deny and you'll look foolish. If you have no proof, then leave them as a footnote in history and concentrate on your personal success. Thank you for this comment. The proof is the main thing that has been holding me back. I am not sure how I would even go about proving it, and not looking like a crazy ex. Then you tell the co-worker that has an axe to grind with her, or the AP? Most bosses aren't universally liked, or there is someone that is eager to take their job. Your GF will be collateral damage. Most office affairs are a fairly open secret within the workplace. They'll find it easy to get the evidence and run with it. I like your never say die approach. Hire a buy. Let them do their job. Get photos. Keep your hands clean, and have the PICE send the proof to HR. Cheaters deserve their comeuppance with a healthy dose of consequences. If the boss is married, his wife deserves to know what is going on, too. There's a silent unknowing victim still caught up in the mess. Sure, it's easy just to say you're walking away from it, but here you are on Reddit seeking advice, which means you haven't walked away from it. Get info to her HR department and walk away then, knowing that she didn't get to not be held accountable for her actions against you, the boss's wife, and the company she works for. Accountability with a taste of revenge is okay. If anything, a future partner will know you will not just shrivel up and die if you are betrayed, that you know how to change DEFCON settings on the nuke button if you are a victim of infidelity. I don't want revenge at all, I just want to move on with my life. It's still weird. I used to fiddle with my wedding ring when I was bored, and now I find myself going to do it and it's not there. What consoles me the most is that our relationship was very toxic despite many good parts, and I just want to move on. I cut all contact and will only be contacting for divorce papers. This sucks, the memories really suck. However, we weren't helping each other at all in life, and I am 100% positive the toxicity and infidelity would happen again down the line. I just hope she doesn't try to do anything vindictive. I just want to move forward in life. Know yourself first. If chaos and destruction feed your soul, you should tear right through the situation. Make sure you get a front row seat somehow, so you can actually witness the damage wrought. HR will not do this for you, as they will take quiet action. So you'll need some way to witness the professional effect on her and or him. Telling AP's spouse will cause more personal damage. The effect on them will look quite similar to the damage you feel, but not exactly. And both courses of action will lead to forcing their decisions to remain together or split, and increase reality and pressure on their make-believe relationship. That revenge fantasy sounds enticing, as you can see from many replies. But if you are fed at all by goodness, this course of action will destroy you twice, and do absolutely nothing to make you feel any better. Revenge is only good if you know you are a person who can thrive on the destructive outcome. Some sort of righteous revenge is not really possible, it is spite. And if that is something that will energize or fulfill you, then do it, and to the fullest extent. However, if you are energized by light, you should disconnect from her completely. In fact, you may, in your heart, not in person, want to thank her for helping you avoid wasting more years and dollars of sacrifice. More than that, you have dodged the pain that is co-parenting children with her, forced to be connected to someone willing to treat you like that. It's your choice, but think it through and know yourself. Thank you for this response. I am not someone who feeds off of destruction, in fact I am the opposite. It is why I haven't done anything with the information I have. However, I can't shake these emotions and thoughts lately. I will continue to think it through. Don't try to shake them, sit in them and feel them, identify them as you can, validate them and understand why you have them. They are valid, give them that validation, let yourself have them as long as you need 5 minutes, 20, maybe even a few hours. Then at some point you have to say to yourself, okay, I've felt that and I know it's okay to feel it, I gave myself the space to do it. Now it's time for me to do something else. Then go do something that makes you happy and makes you feel good. If you notice those feelings creeping up again, tell yourself, okay, I'm going to feel this for a few minutes, then I'm going to get back to doing what I need to, and repeat what you did before. It takes practice and work, but it's helpful. This is brilliant. Your username is perfect for this post as well, heart. You're quite welcome. You don't seem like a destructive person, but only you can decide for yourself. I would say to pick one goal or the other. If you tried to heal, a desire for revenge would hold you back. If you go scorched earth, then your desire to be seen as a good person would hold you back. In this case, alignment is the key. Then take action. I personally refuse to keep a cheater's secrets. Keeping their secrets and going out of your way to out them are two totally different things. In this case, no one is asking, and it would take effort on his part to expose this secret. If someone comes asking about it, sure, tell if you wish, but there is something to be said about privacy and dignity. My STBXH and I are divorcing, and I don't feel the need to tell everyone every dirty detail of why our marriage didn't work. Does that mean I'm keeping his secrets? No, but I like my privacy too. His affair was painful, and many of my close friends and some family know, and some never will. Do it. Some people can't move on until they get a little payback. And it looks like this is eating you alive. See for yourself what is on the other side. Lord knows you owe no consideration to either of them. Did they show any to you? She reached out to me. Rant: my ex broke up with me about 4 months ago. Shortly after I found out she had been cheating on me with her boss for some time. After going no contact over the last 2 months, she reached out trying to get in contact with me. I didn't respond, and it has been a few days, but why can't I shake this feeling of wanting to respond to her? I'm not sure if it's a curiosity thing or just a want to rip her head off because of how much I hate her. I have been doing so much better mentally after going no contact, but I just can't shake this feeling of wanting to engage with her and I hate it. Why does she have to try and bring me back into this? I think you're better off not to. She may have discovered that the grass isn't nearly as green as she thought it was. She made her bed, let her lay in it. You should take care of yourself and heal from the damage she inflicted. At this point, if you respond, you're likely just opening up yourself to self-doubt and more heartbreak. I wish you the best of luck. This is excellent advice. To add to this, block her so she can't reach out in the future. Don't break your 2-month streak. She is probably trying to manipulate her way back into your life. Don't let that happen. Exactly. Very much this. It's a try-up. For the sake of your psyche, stay North Carolina. She failed GF 101, and that prerequisite is a hard stop for advancing. Dead on advice. Keep focusing on you moving forward. Concentrate, there may be obstacles. The impediment to action advances action. What gets in the way becomes the way. You speak the truth. Sound advice. I took my wife back after she was going to leave me for Adam Calhoun. It turned out to be a catfish, but she also had other men in the shadows. I should have just kept going. Focus on you. Once she betrayed your trust, that's it. Block her. If you have her number stored, delete it. Remove all avenues of possible contact. Why does she have to try and bring me back into this? Because she's selfish. Does she know you know about the affair? Regardless, resuming contact will be like picking at a barely healed wound. It'll hurt and you'll take several steps back in your healing process. This is right here. Because she is selfish and things probably ended with her AP and now she is trying to go for the backup plan. You can talk with her, enjoy the karma and probably get a fake apology if you want and then bluntly tell her to F off. It will help regain a little bit of your self-respect. Or you could ignore it and she will feel pain because indifference is a strong weapon against cheaters, and you will feel proud to have resisted her temptation and proud to do the right things for yourself. Either way, don't take her back. You know that you deserve better. Resist the urge. It will be unfulfilling and you will regret letting her back in. Heed this advice. It's so true. Because you are obsessed about something you thought she was, but she is clearly not. In your past posts you mentioned she was stealing from stores, getting intoxicated and basically being an insane person. You got rid of a huge problem. She probably is trying to get back to you because whoever she was with dumped her. Do you really want to end up marrying a person with so many psychological issues? Your life would be walking on eggshells so she doesn't go crazy. That kind of people use their mental health to manipulate and do whatever they want with whoever person with a self-esteem low enough to tolerate all their bull. I can't thank you enough for this comment. Sometimes you forget about things that are done in the past and get caught up in an idea of the future. I don't want to be a part of that lunacy anymore. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.